He was born in 1840 and born with the Nimupu name, which translates to thunder rolling in the mountains. But you likely know him as Chief Joseph. However, he wasn't the first Chief Joseph. That title belongs to his father, who was the chief of the Wallowa band of the Nez Perce. It's an offshoot of the main tribe who called the Camas Prairie home. Well, Joseph's father got the name Joseph by the Reverend Henry Spalding, a Presbyterian missionary who baptized the chief as Joseph. So there was Old Joseph and Young Joseph. And in the 1850s, there were treaties with the federal government to protect large sections of Idaho, Washington, and Oregon, including their Wallowa homeland. Treaties which, like too many before and after, went unenforced, with white settlers and miners settling on their land. In 1871, the senior Joseph died. But before he did, according to the biography of Junior Joseph, that is, he told his son, "When you go into council with the white man, always remember your country. Do not give it away," which is how Chief Joseph's legacy in Idaho will forever be linked to the Nez Perce War of 1877. Chief Joseph's band of the Nez Perce called the Wallowa region of northeast Oregon home. After the death of his father in the mid-1870s, there was a push by the federal government to push the Wallowa band to join the rest of the Nez Perce on a smaller reservation near Lapwai, Idaho. Joseph refused, recalling the promise he made to his father. But by the spring of 1877, the requests made by the military became non-negotiable. General Otis Oliver Howard told Chief Joseph and the other Nez Perce chiefs they had 30 days to move their people to Idaho, or they would be moved by force. So it was decided the only way to avoid an all-out war was to leave their country. But instead of stopping in Lapwai, Chief Joseph led some 800 Nez Perce, mostly women and children, and thousands of their animals, through the Lolo Pass, over the Bitterroot Mountains, and into Montana, hoping to hide out in buffalo country. As for avoiding violence, well, that was impossible, as the Nez Perce were hounded by the Army, and battles ensued in several spots along the way. It was a retreat more than 1,000 miles long, and commemorated by riders in an annual pilgrimage, as told by KTVB's Exploring Idaho in 1994.
We're talking about 900 people and 1,000 horses, and they were running from the Army all those months that they fought and rode and fought and rode.
During the war, Joseph and several other Nez Perce chiefs led their people on the long and difficult trek into Montana. They fought and eluded several different armies along the way and nearly escaped into Canada before surrendering just 40 miles from the border.
In a symbolic gesture of surrender, Chief Joseph handed over his rifle to Army generals on October 5, 1877, saying, "It is cold and we have no blankets. The little children are freezing to death. I want to have time to look for my children and see how many I can find. Maybe I shall find them among the dead. I am tired, my heart is sick and sad. From where the sun now stands, I will fight no more forever." Well, Chief Joseph surrendered with the promise that he and his people would be transported back to that reservation in Idaho. It was another promise not kept. Instead, the 400 ailing and wounded Nez Perce that remained with the group were sent to Indian Territory in Oklahoma. And it wasn't until 1885 when Chief Joseph and his people were allowed back to the Northwest. He and about 150 others were sent to the Colville Reservation in Washington. The rest were sent to Lapwai.